Hush now, don't you cry. Tooraloo. Hey, Exy! Hisoka's here! Evil Dan's in! Michael Tannick, my brother. Ultraist plays. Michael Rodriguez, Mr. King, King of Negativity. I'm the King of Negativity. Jorge, or George, depending on how you pronounce it. Member Barry's a member. Ivan Zombie. Georgia pushes out Ethan Cage. Darman's here. Usama. Michael Degas is back. Kentrell's in. Ansel Kai's back again. Knackpack. Daniel D. Defective battle droid. I like that. Hey, Lifer's here. Cesaro's in. Oh, you got a notification today? I see the other day you didn't. Again, well, and no one was surprised. Eccentric lunatic. Jonathan's back. Got to go to work 11:15. Oh, thanks for being in while you could, Jonathan. At least I finally hit a time where you could catch a little bit of it anyway. Is Phil here? Oh, I don't know. Phil Mark? I don't know. I'm sure Mark will be back under some form or another, whether it's Phil or not, or he comes up with a new handle, who knows, but I'm sure he'll be back here. Why is my pee-pee hard? I don't know, but don't complain, Will. You could get to my age and then, no. Excuse me. George got. I'm surprised I got one today. It's been like 2 weeks. Yeah, they're so ridiculously unreliable. Hold on, guys. I gotta refresh my page again. Thanks, Susan. Because again, as soon as the stream starts, it freezes up my feed, so I can't tell when we're having lag or something. All hail Lord Mark. Indeed. And then yesterday, obviously, I didn't get a chance to stream, and I was out in the middle of the day with my wife. We had some running around to do, and don't I get a sales call? It's like, God damn it! If I was streaming today, we would have had another one. Because the next one we get, guys, for those of you who weren't in the prior stream when we were talking about it, the next one of those we get, somebody suggested to me that the best way to get to them is to keep them on the line. So the next one of those garbage calls we get, I'm gonna feign interest and see how long we can keep them on the line, because again, like he said, they work on commission. So if you waste their time, you're wasting their money. So that'll be fun. You do get a notification all the time, Battle Droid? I don't know why some do and some don't. I just don't know. Curtis the Forbidden Alchemist. Yeah, we got well, we don't know how many notifications went out today. I was going to let a few more people get in here. I was really glad that you guys seemed to enjoy that as much as you did, because I've told you guys in the streams before, I've really been aching to do some more creative stuff from an angle of creating something from the ground up, and that was fun. And I have another situation all set up. I have another scene I'm going to be doing. You do get notifications, Will? Yeah, see, Hiei or Sasuke? Well, I'm not yeah, there's a lot of similarities there, Degas. I was never a huge Sasuke fan, though. I'm not, like I say, not a Sasuke hater either. Just, he was always just kind of a meh character to me, as far as he never brought out any type of strong emotions either way. And Hiei, it's a little too early for me yet. I'm really just getting to know him. I did like his 16 slashes against that boss. Holy shit, that was pretty cool. But I'll let you know when I get a little more Hiei knowledge. Which Team 7 member would you bad touch? Oh, well, duh, all of them. No. Kakashi. No notification by love. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. It's just so here or there. Yeah, Sasuke annoyed me a lot. There were times I liked this character more than others, and like I say, he just never really elicited any type of huge emotional responses from me. That's why I don't have a big opinion on him. Kill my favorite anime character. Diga says, good old Shao Tucker. The ultimate piece of shit. I'm glad you liked it, Travis. Like I say, I've got another plan. This one, I'm going to be in a pretty well-known anime scene, reacting how I would have reacted if I was in that scene. Do I consider jacking off a sport? I hadn't. With my level, if we do consider it a sport, goddamn, with my experience, I mean my just vast experience, I should be in the goddamn Hall of Fame. I'm cool. Oh, good, Zen. Good to see you, pal. Guy and Rock Lee were best characters in the series, bar none. I liked Rock Lee. I liked both of them. And you know what really sucks? I didn't even come to this conclusion, Andrew. Somebody else pointed it out to me, though. It does suck how Guy got, debilitated from the going to the eighth gate, and Naruto got his arm ripped off, and Naruto, they were just like, oh, here, we'll fix that for you. Nothing, no problem, no problem. And Guy spends the rest of his days in a wheelchair. It's like, wait a second. How come you're able to take this guy, or this dude, and just go, here, you're all better now? And it's like, you don't, prize, I'll bet you, Guy, I just thought of that. Guy Sensei probably has an inferior insurance policy. That's what it is. He doesn't have the good plan. The Cadillac plan. Yeah, I'm retired, Kentrell. Yep, I retired back in January of 2017. Over 2 years now. Wow. Going for that titty grabbing deed, Rick. I wish. Let's see. They went through their shit. Yeah, it was a cheeser. They went through the worst shit. They still remain upbeat. Yeah. He overall give off Android 17 from yeah. Because he's got that chill demeanor to him, completely chill demeanor. And I was even a little unsure of Hiei. I think that's to be expected. A little unsure of Hiei at first because he seemed, how should we put it, so over the edge that I wasn't sure that you could trust him. But now where I am now after the fight against the third villain, the one that you guys know me in names, but they got took the third guy down, and he did the damage, the ice caster there. And now he was saying something about, or actually Kurama was saying something about how he can see Hiei's demeanor changing because he's starting to kind of grow to like Yusuke. So I thought that was cool. Oh, he's got the same voice actor? Does he? Digas? I didn't know that. That's cool. How many bones have I broken during my wrestling days? Fortunately, one for all, knock on wood, not a lot of bones, but all minor ones. You know, I broke a couple fingers. I broke bones in my foot. But I never had a major break in wrestling. The major breaks I had were actually outside the ring in different things, but never a major bone break. I've had the most painful injuries I've had, obviously, in wrestling, because like when I tore the muscles off on my back, I just tore them loose. That was fucking unbelievable. Soryu, yes, thanks, Andre. Yes, in that fight. I was really surprised that fight went as quickly as it did, and that that Hiei was able to take him out that fast. Yu Yu Hakusho is really, really cool. I like that. I'm having a lot of fun with that one. Yeah, I see Article 11 and 13 have just been passed on. There's still time to fight, though, David. It's still a process. They've got a couple of years before it could become law. And you guys over in Europe got to have a much, much better handle on this than do I. But is it as wildly unpopular as it seems? I don't see any Europeans, and again, with having the channel, there's a lot of Europeans around here. I don't see any of them with a positive take on it. How is this all getting through without, political members being concerned about getting fucking bounced? That's what I don't understand. Stuart says, Naruto is of the Uzumaki clan, which is a descendant of the Senju clan, so he has a high compatible with Hashirama cell, same with Danzo. Oh, okay, that makes sense too. I think you saying that, Stuart. Now, I would not have remembered that at all. I think maybe it was even you. I think somebody had mentioned that to me at one point. And listen, as long as you got Hashirama cells, life is going to be good. We all know that. Hashirama cells are just the gateway to joy and happiness. I heard that Spencer says Jussie Smollett, all charges drop. That's bizarre. We have a bizarre legal system here. Now, by his own admission, he got an ass beating. We know who did it. So if you dropped all the charges against Smollett, how are the other two guys not getting charged with something? How is nobody getting charged with anything here? I mean, is it just me or is that freaking bizarre? From Norway. Good to see you, Crispy Bacon. Very cool. Andreas, I once broke my nose during a judo fight. My nose was literally on my left cheek. That sucks. No one noticed, not even the referee, and told me until I was already in the locker room getting dressed. Several times I thought my nose was broken, and it didn't break. But because I said something to the doctor about it. The doctor said that I have really, really thick cartilage up in there. It's really saved me because I've taken so many shots to the nose. It's like, it's got to be broken. And I've had it swollen, and I even had my eyes blackened from shots to the nose, but never broke. Let's see. Oh, I'm glad you come in while you could, Wolverine. Wolverine? To be fair, a guy not dying was already canceling the consequences from the 8th gate enough. Yeah, having to be completely healed would have sort of made it even worse. No, I get that part, Lude. It's just, like I say, within the continuity of the story, it just kind of sucks that in that story, one guy loses an arm and they just, we'll replace that for you. It's no problem. And the other guy's all mashed up. And it's like, yeah, you're going to stay mashed up, dude. The EU is the bitch version of the USSR. Wow, gone. That's rough. That's right. Now I asked that question. I keep missing the answers here. Because my European brethren, let us unite against the cancer as the EU spreading over our lands. That's what I'm saying, you guys. I can't understand. Because again, we have a lot of people from the EU, from Europe in here, and in all of my social media, and nobody, not only is nobody happy about it, everybody is like really fucking pissed off about it, and yet they just keep pushing forward with it. I don't understand. The EU Parliament is like a soy version of the Nazi Party. Yeah, that's rough, Lex. Oh shit. Yeah, you know what, Big Green? And again, I'm a sucker for that too. Big Green says that's why I'm saying he should have just died in that fight, as sad as it would have been. I agree, it would have been wildly sad, but it probably would have made a lot more sense. You're right. Let's see. I'm part of the golden videos, Milog. Well, wait do you guys see? You're from the EU too? Your daddy? Well, am I in this community? So we're about to get Thanos. I'm just looking for anybody, and again, I'm just curious. I'm just looking for somebody from the EU that is in favor of Articles 11 and 13. I just haven't heard anybody. Big Green, European here. Article 13 sucks. Thanks for listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. Naruto is basically promoted to Ninja Jesus, G.I. says. Kinda. That's funny. Oh, hold on here. Okay, got that back up. No, when it passed because the news is afraid of the internet. Well, that's what I get, Lex, but I don't understand. Like I say, it just, we all know that here in America, big business has politicians in their pocket all the time, obviously. But you must have that going on to at least some extent over there as well. And the media is afraid of it hurting their business, which I understood was, the impetus for this. So towards that end, you're willing to just destroy some whole other forms of entertainment. You think you're saving the media, which you're not, because nobody's going to be able to report with other people's content involved. But even if you thought you were, you're doing it at the sake of people's entertainment, people's livelihoods. I mean, it's just, it boggles my mind. Gimster, I broke my wrist when I was 15 and thought it was just a bad sprain because I didn't know a broken bone until then. Went 3 weeks without a cast. Yow. That's the scary thing when you get a break and you don't get it looked at right away. That's the thing you always worry about is a bad a bad healing process. And then you stay with it forever. Oh, wrists are brutal too. Any major joint's a bitch too when you break it, rip tendons in it, whatever, do serious damage to it because they're so hard to get to heal. Let's see. Ultra says, yes, it's trash. uh, Sooner or later, you'll make a Curtis and anime scene with DXD where you are drowning in boobs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you go. I got to find a scene because, my level of green screening is pathetic. So I got to find a scene that works just perfectly for that. I want to steamboat them. That's what I want to do. In England, whenever the news isn't talking about Brexit, it's talking about the dangers of the internet. Really, Licks? So they're like, I take it they're just trying to overhype that to accomplish something. The news media, this is, accomplish what they want. Wow, it's just amazing to me. I don't even understand their take. So if I'm not misunderstanding this, so without any type of fair use, without being able to use content that isn't your own at all in any aspect, in any way. So you're saying if the BBC, if they want to do a story about a major event that happened somewhere, and they didn't have a camera person there, but someone else did, and now they can't have the footage of it, or they have to buy it. So I don't understand how they think that helps them, rather than having a situation where you have that shared use or fair use, and everybody can report on the news. I don't know. I don't see how they think they come out ahead. Firewall Dragon says, Hidan became immortal by praying to a god. He was proof that God did exist. Why didn't anyone else in Naruto pray to the same god? Good old Jashin. You're right, Firewall Dragon. I mean, Jashinism, just, you're right. It was a one-man gang in Naruto. And Hidan had some pretty badass abilities and pretty badass features by praying to Jashin. That's a good point. You would think somebody would have looked around and gone, damn, I'm going to get me some of that. Give me some of that live forever shit. Remember Barry says, America, fuck yeah. I want Boruto reaction. Yeah, you won't be seeing those anytime soon. Monkey D. Madara. Because, hey, Jayhawk, good to see you again, pal. Because, as you guys know, the series we do are all voted in over at the Goosh, our Patreon. And it's going to be a long, long time before the gang over there is going to vote in Boruto. We got a lot of Boruto haters over there. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't mind, because the things that they are talking about that they have voted in and that they're talking about voting in are even more interesting to me than Boruto. Gimster. Government is corrupt and greedy? Audible gasp. Yeah, indeed. That's cool. And I guess I'm always surprised when it's as bad in other nations as it is in ours. My worst pain was when my eardrum blew up. Oh, Duke, that's rough. Still can't hear much on my left ear because of it. Oh, when I was a kid, I had a problem with ear infections. And of course, I lived back in the Stone Ages. So now if you have that same type of issue, there's a procedure they can do with a tube. And it's a fairly minimal process. Fairly simple. But back in my day, to relieve the pressure, they punctured your eardrum. So now, basically, they mutated me, and I've lived with that my whole life, with the issues of having punctured eardrums, because that was the only way they had to cure it back then, or to assist it back then. This man has overgasped. Someone call an ambulance. Shadow Clone Jutsu. That's a legend. Legendary. Fuck that whiny bitch, Boruto, Jamie says. Didn't Orochimaru want to be immortal? Why doesn't he pray to Jashin? Where's logic? Yeah, Cesaro. That was a good point. That's a good point made. Nobody else in Naruto was into Jashinism. And, I'm just trying to think before I say that. Yeah, nobody else, right? And Hidan had eternal life. So, yeah, I might have jumped on board with that. I might have been persuaded to get religious over that. Oh, no, he's saying, Joe says, well, actually, Hidan had to do a ritual and die first to become immortal. I forgot about that. I forgot about reading that. He was the only success story of that cult. High risk. By the way, hi, Joe. I like that. High risk. Great, good point, Joe. Great reward. extreme risk. All right, I'm with you on that. That's funny. Oh, Shippuden was great, Ultras. I enjoyed Shippuden a lot. Joshin is real. Rejoice, Tasneem says. Let's see. Boruto is so trash and boring, Diga says. The only highlights of the show is when Naruto and Sasuke appear and fuck shit up. Yeah, I haven't heard a lot of positives about Boruto, that's for sure. I mean, the one episode, what was it, like 65 or something like that? I remember when that episode came out, everybody was like, oh, all right, finally a good episode. And a lot of people thought it might be turning the corner, but then and again, these aren't my opinions, this is just what people have been saying to me. And then everybody was like, nah, it just went back to shit again. If you like tits and ass, Jamie says, which I do, watch Sailor Moon. They get naked every episode. I've seen a lot of stills and stuff from Sailor Moon. And yeah, there seems to be, just like Fairy Tail, there seems to be a lot of real quality titties in there. Chicago Jayhawk. Real question. If Hidan traps you in his spell and jacks off, do you jack off as well? I wouldn't be able to tell because chances are I might have been doing it anyway. So, it's hard to say what inspired it. Igor says, problem with Boruto is how different it feels from Naruto. Boruto's character was annoying at the start, and although he outgrew it, people still whine just for the fuck of it. It's not really bad. Like I say, Igor, I haven't... Excuse me, guys. I'm actually surprised by how many people are just not into it at all. It really... I mean, considering how good Naruto and Shippuden were. I haven't... Sasaki? I haven't seen Attack on Titan. I've seen Slap on Titan, the abridged, but I haven't seen Attack on Titan itself yet. It's because the creator of Naruto is not the creator of Boruto. He just helps sometimes. Not you say that, Dark Uzukage. Not you say that. I remember somebody telling me that. Only thing from Boruto that ever got me hyped was the Kunai flip Shin did versus Sakura, sadly. If you watch the Boruto movie, you'll get the best parts of Boruto besides a condensed final fight. Episode 65 is much better than All Might vs. One for All. Well, I will say this, Monkey D. Matter. No, even the people who said that Boruto was said that episode 65 was really good. Because I remember when that one came out because everybody here at the community was talking about it. Boruto is becoming a good anime, especially manga is getting better, Tasneem says. Jayhawk says, I'm a big Naruto fan, but I can't get myself to watch Boruto. It just feels like watching slightly better filler aside from a few episodes. I've heard that sentiment before too, yeah, that it's very fillerish feeling. What? Let's see. Boruto and his generation are nowhere near as strong as Naruto and Sasuke. Oh, really? I wasn't even aware of that, Igor. I didn't know that there was a step down in power. All right, well, thanks for being in while you could, Andre. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Defective Battle Droid says, so when is the next Agar.io match? Yeah, that didn't go over well, did it? I still like playing the game, but my plan on trolling people and controlling the board went... wasn't able to pull that off and up. Diga says, because episode 65 is all about Naruto and Sasuke fucking shit up. Yeah, that I would like. I have to admit, I would like that, especially all we went through with those two characters through Naruto and through Shippuden. So that would be fun to see them doing that. Crispy Bacon. Well, that's very kind of you to say. I appreciate that. And listen, if the vids helped you at all, there's nothing that makes me feel more privileged. Truly. Edgar says, hi Curtis, your anime vid had me rolling. Thanks. I'm really glad you guys like that because I love doing shit like that. And I was telling the gang earlier, I've got another one planned. I've got another. I'm not going to give anything away. You guys are more than welcome to guess, but I won't say yes or no for sure either way. It'd just be interesting to see what you guess. But it's going to be within a scene that is well known to all of you. It's a well known scene for a very specific reason. Jamie says, "Damn it, I hate working." I can sympathize with you there, Jamie. I'm one of these. I'm not one of these unsatisfied retired folks. There's not been a day since I retired where I went, God damn it, I wish I was getting up to go to work today. Third time's the charm. I have no idea what we're talking about. Third time's the charm. Filthy Frank opening. No, I don't have. I'm not looking for any suggestions right now at all. I don't. I barely have time to do the videos that I that I do every day. And plus, with you guys enjoying this Curtis and anime clip that I did, I love creating stuff like that. So as long as you guys keep enjoying them, there will probably be more of those. As long as I can make time. Those do take a while. I hate working, but I love money. Story of my life, Alex. Yep, I'm with you, pal. That was the story of my entire 30-some-odd year working career. Do I pull on the old snake? Well, duh. Yeah. Everybody's got to have hobbies. Is it going to be the Goosh Goosh scene? That's a good guess, though, Milag. Boruto's manga is monthly, therefore... Oh, hold on. Therefore, the anime can't speed up and catch up with the manga and wait about a year for a new arc. This ain't super. Jesus Christ, I can't... It's funny you say that, Joe. He says, bet you're going to stab Obito's eye because Useless didn't. It's really funny you say that because I'm not even putting... If those remain popular, I'm not putting that scene out as a potential for one of the green screen ones, because I honestly had thought about that. I will tell you, I said I wasn't going to say either way. It isn't that one that I'm talking about doing next, but it's funny you say that because it's definitely on my radar, because that scene was so frustrating to me. Even if not having me stab the eye itself, having me stand there and scream at Sakura for not doing it. But yes, it's really funny you brought that scene up when it was one of the ones that I was considering for the next one. Okay, now here's a good screen name, you guys. Suck my dick. Oh yeah, that's the spot. Suck it good. Oh yeah, lick off the head. Oh yeah, I came. Now that's a quality channel name right there. Milag says, if I had a superpower, it would be to turn into a sperm cell at any time and regrow, but still retain my memories. The downside would be waiting years to grow up every time, but it'd be worth the ride. Well done. Will we get to see you punch more monkeys while wearing a cool hat? You never know, man. That was one of my very favorite sketch comedy bits we ever did, and I have no idea to this day what inspired it, other than I saw that stuffed monkey in Spaz Kid's room, and it was like, this seems like a sketch waiting to be made. I have no idea. And it was just kind of like one of those things. I saw that monkey. It's like, I'm going to incorporate this in somehow. And I saw my bag, my workout bag, and I was a boxing gloves in there. It's like, oh, and a boxing glove, and who knows how that one came together. Favorite One Piece character apart from Luffy, Toby says. You got to remember, I'm still real early in, Toby, so I'm sure I haven't even... Well, I know for a fact I haven't met everybody. As of right now, it'd be Zoro. I just met Sanji, but yeah, Luffy has a real chance. And I love Killua, and I'm not willing to give up on as him being my favorite character in anime just yet. But he's got a real chance to become my all-time favorite. Everything about this kid so far. Again, the thing that's really exceptional to me about Luffy is he makes me laugh, and I enjoy his character when he's doing basically nothing. I mean, just his expressions and his demeanor. I love that character. Edgar says, when your long list of anime you're reacting to are over, which might be years, I'd like to nominate... I can never pronounce it. Rurouni Kenshin is another anime you could react to. We get that one talked about a lot, Edgar. Actually, though, you got to remember there'll be polls coming up soon. You know, the nominations and polls, because as soon as we finish Testament of New Sister Devil, over at the Goose. Once that's done, we'll be having a poll there. I've got, we've got a few lined up behind Yu, but none of them are really long series, and then we'll be taking a poll there. And then when we get to the first scheduled breakpoint for One Piece, I got a suspicion I don't think we'll be having a poll there, only because I'm going to put it up to a vote first to see if everybody wants to take a break or if they want to just continue One Piece. And the feedback I'm getting so far lends me to believe that we're going to continue on. But in other words, there will be polls coming up regularly. And once we finish Death Note, which is the last one we have in that series that follows Yu, once we finish that, we'll be taking a new poll every time a series ends there. So eventually we'll start getting more and more anime in. Corey in the house for next anime reaction, Jayhawk says. No, Toby. Toby says, is the former $10 tier still limited to titty anime? No, Toby. Actually, I moved it to where for $5 a month you can see everything we make, everything we have made. The only reason the $10 tier still exists is because a lot of the gang, which was really actually hard hitting to me. I appreciate the fact that people have that kind of connection with me and with the community. But a lot of the people there said, well, yeah, you can down it to 5, but I'm going to stay at 10 anyway just because I want to support the Goosh. So that's the only reason. It even says something about that in the description. That's the only reason the $10 tier is still there, is just because some people decided they wanted to stay anyway, which I appreciated. But no, $5 level gets you everything. Doesn't matter how many titties are in it. Man, there's a lot of titties in Testament and New Sister Devil. Holy crap. If I had to create an anime Avenger, who would I pick? Oh, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Because I'd be forgetting somebody really cool. The one that hits me right away, of course, is either Ainzul Lagoon or more so my boy Sabus. I don't know why. I just really like Sabus. Next long series I nominate is Hajime no Ippo. Gimster, just judging from how many people speak glowingly about that, you would think if it gets nominated, I would think it would at least make it through the nominations thread and into the poll, just judging again on how many people like it. And I've seen a bunch of clips from that one back when we were able to do the reaction video streams. And again, I've been a boxing fan since I was a little kid, so... So $10, yeah, is just for extra support to the channel. Yeah, Big Green. The only reason I left it there when we dropped from 10 to 5 is, like I say, a lot of people said, no, we're just going to stay here at the 10 anyway. So basically, everybody at the $10 level, and there's a lot of them, they're getting the exact same perks that you get at the $5 level. They just decided they wanted to support the channel at that level. T-shirts still at 20. Ooh, Lix, I'm glad you brought that up too. I got some T-shirts I got to send out this week. We had some $20. Well, we had $100 and some $20. We actually, I'm gonna have to post something at the Goosh. We had a Goosher 100. We had a new Goosher 100 person sign up at the $100 level, and I immediately messaged that person and said, just hit me with whatever it is that you want to see for your video, and I'll put it right up. And it's been several days and I haven't heard from him or her. I don't know if it's a girl or guy, but I got to figure a way. Now, it is possible I've had in the past, like at the $20 level, I've had some people that didn't even want a T-shirt that just said, no, I just wanted to support the Goosh. So maybe that's the case, but I would just like to get a hold of this person and just make sure, that they can get their request in. Let's see. Nah, I have no plans on reacting to songs, Will. I don't think songs, for me, I mean, just for me individually, I don't think thongs for me would require a reaction. It would elicit a vomitous reaction. No, songs I don't think would really have a huge impact on me where they would, create a big reaction. I mean, I enjoy music, don't get me wrong, I just don't think it's as visceral as watching anime. Don't assume the gender is not PC anymore. I know, Jamie. I know. I gotta watch myself. I'm an old guy. I'm so on PC. The Boruto manga is really good, but it doesn't get as much attention as the anime. Is it, Lord Yamcha? You know what? It's funny you say that because, yeah, not much of anybody has talked to me or said anything about the Boruto anime. Don't assume my gender. I'm a cat. Ultra says. I can tell you the design of it Licks is a good T-shirt. I fucking love T-shirts. It's it's just it's the Spaz Boys comedy shirt, and it says Spaz Boys comedy on it. I think it says "You say idiot like it's a bad thing," and there's a picture of me sticking a fork into an outlet while Spaz Kid is behind me drinking Windex. The Boruto manga showed something I wanted to see. No spoilers, but Naruto showed parenting skills. Try to hurt his kids, especially his baby girl. I can never pronounce that. Himawari. Ha, prepare to see pure anger. Well, that's cool. I like the idea of Naruto being a quality parent for sure. Gimster, I'm still waiting for the Hawaiian you promised with my T-shirt that you sent me. I swear this fat guy promised to send me one. The Hawaiian. My Jamie. That's good. My gender is Uncle Curtis's pussy temple. Now that's a quality gender. Oh, here's Spaz Kid, guys. Fuck off, train. Let's see. All right, sorry about that. Garrett McCouchy says, "What is up?" Up. I was just thinking about the Up movie the other day. Now that's how my brain flies all over the place. From what is Up, I go right to the Up movie. Up movie, still the most brutal, the most brutal first 10 minutes of a movie ever. Shield hero. Sorry, guys. I am paying attention. I just want to get back to Spaz Kid. Okay. Rowan says, "Shut up, Spaz Kid." I'm watching this instead of studying. Thomas Love says, "Just explain to your teachers, professors, whatever it is. Just explain to them priorities. You know, creepy old fat bald guy talking stupid, or study. I mean, it's an easy call." I wish I was like a teenager, George. I don't have anything that's teenage. Hell, I got infections that are older than teen years. You've been drawing while watching, Duke? For those of you who don't know, I am the world's... Oh, and here's Chrome. Chrome is one of the best artists I've ever seen, as I was about to admit to being the absolute worst. When I tell you I can't draw a straight line, that's literal. I mean, if I have a piece of paper, I just can't do it. I can't make it straight. Never been able to. Do you think Yusuke, Digas, do you think Yusuke would reach Naruto level of powers or Hunter x Hunter levels? I'm not sure, Digas. Because I'm not sure of I guess the curve in Yu Yu yet, the power curve, as what you would have to achieve to keep moving forward. So it's kind of hard to say yet. It's still early, so I'm not sure. Money Moore says, "It's my birthday and I'm feeling generous. Have some more money." I've been waiting to use that one since forever. Well, thanks, Money Moore. And I love you guys know I love bad puns. Love them. Curtis, I can't draw a straight line. I can teach you art. Chrome, I'm so bad. I mean, it really, it's sad. It's just so bad. And Chrome's, for those who don't know, Chrome has done most of our artwork you see around here. She did the header over at the Goose, all those fantastic titties freehand. She made the intro that we use on the Spaz Boys comedy videos over at the channel. Chrome knows what she's doing. Let's see. You don't have to be able to draw a straight line to be a good artist. Trust me, Lord Yamcha says. Well, I should take that further then, too. Not only can I not draw a straight line, like, if you show or describe anything to me. See, the disconnect is, I can picture it in my brain all I want, whatever it is I want to put down, but there is absolutely no signal from the brain to my hand making me able to do that. And that's what I get described to me from people who are artistic, and they'll say, well, just visualize it. It's like, well, I am visualizing it, but the thing that I just put down there has nothing to do with it. Hey, SWAT Ryan. I can draw godlike stick figure porn. There you go, Lex. Yeah, even my stick figures look like they've got some sort of horrific disease or something, like Black Plague or something. That intro will be updated eventually. Any anime-related things you wanted in it. So far, I'll add Komugi's Gunji. Oh, nice. Gunji board and Luffy's Jolly Roger. That's a good idea, Chrome. Oh, those whole scenes with Komugi and Meruem, those will be with me forever. That was powerful stuff to me. Yeah, Jamie says the same thing. I have the same problem. I visualize everything but can't draw it out. Yeah, there is no connection there for me. It doesn't matter how vividly I see it. I just can't make something on paper look like it. Excuse me, guys. Gimster says, just finished watching Yujo Senki, crazy anime Nazi lolly. Oh, that's I didn't put the name together. That's Tanya the Evil, right, Gimster? Oh man, when we're watching clips on the old reaction video streams, I love Tanya the Evil. She cracks me up. I started my pilgrimage, that is One Piece. I got to episode 11. I'm loving One Piece. I can't even describe how into One Piece I am. It's been a lot of fun. But that's got it. And I know Yujo Senki, but it wouldn't go together until you said crazy anime Nazi lolly. There's just something about that character. As a matter of fact, that's why she's in our header. Because Chrome and I had talked about it, and Chrome knew how much, even though I'd only seen clips, how much I liked that character, Tanya the Evil. Tanya is actually, right, Tanya is that dude who I'm trying to remember the details, it's been a while now, got killed and reincarnated that way or something. No, I haven't seen Game of Thrones, David. We were talking about that the other day, and Game of Thrones is something that seems just completely 100% directly up my alley, because there's lots of titties, lots of violence, all the things I really enjoy. So it's one of those things I've just never made the time to sit down and watch it. Monkey D. Mater, yeah, One Piece is just, the characters are fantastic, and the story swept me up right away, and everybody told me that when you compare the beginning to the rest of One Piece, it starts very slow as well. So if this is considered the slow part, I'm in for a good time. Gives to Tanya the Evil, my kind of crazy. Yeah, Gimster, there was just something about her. I don't know if it was that cutesy little Cupid doll look and all the badass shit she was doing or whatever, but when we watched those clips, it was just a character I really liked. Oddly enough, I don't visualize before drawing. I just kind of draw something at random, see where it goes. That's cool. And that would be the only chance I'd have of drawing something. For me to draw something that anyone could recognize is kind of an accident, or just as I went. We're just talking about that. Rock Lee says you're going to do another green screen anime scene. I actually have the next one selected, so I will be appearing in another big anime scene very soon. As a matter of fact, I've got some more editing to do when the stream is over. I got to run out to the store real quick, and then I'm going to spend the evening. Evening time is the only time my wife and I have spent a little time together. So I'll be spending some time with my wife, but I might, like I did actually to put that one up last night, I ended up, because I put other things aside to do it. I didn't get it done till I think it was like almost 10 o'clock, and I still had my other shit to do, so I had a short night's sleep, but it was worth it because that was fun. So I might go to work on it again this afternoon. Let's see. Anilord says, help me. I not think you're starting learning English language. Well, this is a good way to do it, Anilord. I've had a lot of people of our crew here tell me at different times that they learned English from things like this, like live streams, listening to someone talk while reading English at the same time and everything. Seems like it would be a good way to start learning it. Jamie says you should give your wife a Lady in the Tramp style dinner as a surprise one day. She's had a lot of things of that nature for surprises. As a matter of fact, this year, you guys know we do our vacations in Disney every year. This year, we caught huge deals, really good deals. And any of you want to go to Disney, as I've always said, feel free to reach out to me because just over the years, I've learned all the angles of getting the best deals. We're getting to go in May and June because there was a week in each one of those months where if you booked the whole thing together, the flights were next to nothing. Disney was running fantastic deals. So we're getting to go twice for less than what it would typically cost us to go once. It's just, there are still deals out there to get at Disney. You just got to really, really search for them. What you have to, when you're putting, like, if you go to their site, and one of the most important things is if you're thinking about going to Disney and you can put together your package at their site, you can't even do it like, not only can't you do it just month by month, just check September, check October, so on and so forth. You can't do it week by week. You got to do it day by day because the package prices will change and the deals will change. So you can put a Monday to a Friday and be like, ah, that sucks. Then put Monday to Saturday, it could change. You could put Tuesday to Sunday, it could change. It's just, you got to really love Disney to do it because I like searching for them because it can be a pain in the ass, but you can find them. Suckle my cock says, what did Hulk say before fucking his girlfriend? Hulk smash. Yeah. Text message can tell me he doesn't do another live stream where he washes his clothes and we're here at the channel will shit inside his asshole. I can text him and tell him that. Hold on. I'll tell him real quick. I don't, he was just texting me, so I'll just put I'm streaming now and Maz says they put it this way. Says they need another laundry live stream. And it changed it to max. I forgot to check because the iPhone has no idea who Maz is, so it changed it to max. Maz, not Max. Jeez. Okay. Would there be any differences in the trips to Disney? I'm sure what you mean now. And the you mean the flights getting there? Now those depend on your airline. But I read this back when we were first starting to put the trips together. So this I learned. I shouldn't say read. I think I was actually watching something on TV. Was talking about finding the best deals on vacations, and the same thing with flights. You not only need to check them daily, you need to check them at different points of the day, and that's all the airlines, because they have algorithms to their fares, and so if all of a sudden a certain date or time comes up where they feel like they're not going to fill a flight, the system then drops the price. So it could happen, you could check at noon and get one price, and then you could check an hour later and get an entirely different price, but that price is only going to drop until they fill the seats they need to fill, so you got to jump on them right away. So yeah, same thing with them. You got to stay on top of them. And check, I live close to Albany, New York. The May flight we're flying out of Albany, the June flight, or the June trip, we're flying out of Hartford, Connecticut, because the prices are just, it's amazing the difference. In Albany, we got a great deal in May. We weren't even going to go in June because the flights were so high, even though I could get the great deal on the room. But then I checked Hartford, and they were cheaper than the ones we got in Albany in May. So, yeah, you got to check all the things like that. Gibster, been meaning to ask you this for a while now. Ever hear of Gabriel Iglesias? Fluffy? Yeah, I love Gabriel Iglesias. He's a funny comedian. His old main punchline is him being fluffy, fat. Yeah, I love Gabriel. I think he's hilarious. I think his comedy's hilarious. I think the voices and sound effects he does are good. Maz, Spazkid says he'll do one soon. He'll do another laundry live stream. Chrome says, Tiny originally got ran over by a train and reincarnated by word fighting god. Another reason to say, fuck you, train. Yeah, trains are, let's face it, trains are the ultimate evil. It just is what it is. That's something, what's something you wouldn't even buy for a dollar? Oh my God, RoboCop. I haven't seen RoboCop in so long, Amy, when it first came out. And I liked that movie too, and it was one it's like I just never ended up seeing it again. Hey, Ivan. Oh, that's too bad. It says my family left me for a whole week to go to Disney last year. I couldn't take those days off from work. That's it. Now that's where you can get to my feels, because Disney is such a big thing for me. I would feel so bad if, like say we had a trip where we wanted everybody to go and Spaz Kid couldn't. I think that's one of the reasons I'm as careful as I am to take him as often as I can, because he's a Disney nut too. And just like Ivan here, once you get out in the real world, in the working world, sometimes shit just doesn't work out for you. Yeah, because that's too bad. That really is too bad. We just love it down there. We don't even, for a long time, when we first went to Disney, we started to, when it was vacation time, we'd look for, do you want to go back to Myrtle Beach? You want to do this, you want to do that? And we'd think about it, but we just end up always wanting to go back there. It's just how much we love it. Last post, bro. Wolverine says, I'm at work. Can't say, oh, no, that's okay, Wolverine. I got to go shortly anyway. Again, I still got some more editing to do and stuff. I just wanted to check in with you guys, hang out with you guys a little bit. And, again, I'm going to try and get that other green screen video put up. I already got some of the video I need for it lined up. I mean, the video backdrops I need for it. But I had a lot of fun with that yesterday. I was really glad to see that you guys seemed to enjoy it, because it was fun. You ever been to... Chrome says, you ever been to the restaurant Bell's Castle in Disney? Oh, fantastic. It's Be Our Guest. I've been to Disney several times over the years and know it's a ridiculously difficult place to go to. Yeah, it is, Chrome. It's, if you're... That's another thing, just what Chrome's talking about. That's Bell's Castle. The restaurant in there is called Be Our Guest. Fantastic restaurant. The biggest tips for that are, you can if you make a reservation at Disney, you can make your dinner reservations 180 days out. To Be Our Guest, you gotta go and try and get that reservation right at your 180 days. They recently changed how they did it. It used to be just a typical restaurant. You order what you wanted off the menu. Now it seems to be more of a, we haven't been here since they made this change. We're going back. We'll get to see it. It seems to be more of a kind of a family style thing, where you get you can order a certain selection to be brought to your table. So there is a little bit of a change to it now. The other big thing to bring up, as far as if you're into the character meetings, you don't meet the Beast at breakfast and lunch, only dinner. So I always recommend trying to get the dinner one if you're into the character meetings, because what happens is if you go to dinner there, when you're done with your meal, as you're walking out, you go through Beast's chambers, and you can have pictures taken with him. But yes, it's very good. It's very good, Chrome. It's actually, you book that stuff a half a year in advance. Usually don't eat in Disney when I go, because it's so overpriced generally, but that place is special to see. What I would recommend, Chrome, if you're staying on site and everything, is if you're going to do any number at all of character meals, because character meals are the most expensive, and of course Be Our Guest is one of them. If you're going to do any number of those, get the meal plan, because it does come out cheaper. Now, if you're not doing character meals, it's cheaper to just pay for them. But if you are, that's the way to go. Spaz Kid just sent us this. I can't see him. Hold on. He just texted me this. I'm on the big screen. All right. We got to say hi to Suni Polly. Suni Polly, represent. Does anybody say represent anymore? I mean, other than douchebags like me. Curtis text alert sounds like a dinner bell. You can't possibly think that's an accident, Jack Queen. I should be one of these cartoon characters after all the beatings I took. You know, like in the old Looney Tunes cartoons, every time I hear a bell, I come out swinging. Hey, who threw in a shut up, Spaz Kid? Cesaro, shut up, Spaz Kid. Start making gay midget porn sounds, Curtis, to confuse his college. Chrome, why do you assume I know what gay midget porn sounds sound like? All right, I do. You're right. I couldn't even say it with a straight face and try and deny it. Let's see. Did someone say dinner? Lifer says, yeah. That's my reaction. It's like, I'm hungry right now. I just ate lunch hour and 20 minutes ago. I'm already, it's like, oh, what do we got downstairs to eat? Let's see. Put me back in the ring. I'm mighty the bum. Yeah, Philip. the good old school days. Otis stated that Sanji's name was originally going to be Naruto. Really? But changed it because the Naruto series was about to become serialized and wanted to avoid confusion. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that one, Igor. I'd never heard that one before. That's kind of cool. Yeah, my early impressions of Sanjay are very good. I like him. I like the ass kicking. I like the fact that he's got that little bit of humanity about him there, where he wanted to feed the people that no one else wanted to feed. Although, when when it came to the Don there, that didn't work out so well. Gibster says, "You're on big screen. Flash your jugs." Oh no, they'd have to have a bunch of dollars for my G-string before they're gonna get that shit. I might be a whore, but I ain't free. I'm cheap. Jamie says, so even with all the deals, WDW still requires you to have at least $1,000 for one person, at least when I last checked. Well, it all depends, Jamie. It depends on so many things. It depends on where you stay, obviously, how long you stay, what time of year you stay, because the ticket prices have fluctuate greatly depending on time of year. The room prices fluctuate greatly depending on time of year. The fluctuation isn't as big as it used to be, but it's definitely still there. And most importantly of all, you always have to check what deals are being offered. And there's an easy way to do it. You can go right in and start putting your trip together and then use filters to see the deals. But those deals, see, we're annual pass holders, so that's why we're able to get these two great deals that we got. But even if you're not, there are still good deals out there. I think the one going now is Summer Fun and Sun or something like that. But you can get deals down there. You just got to really search for them, Jamie. If you pay regular rack rates, you're right. It's pricey. I will say this: as far as Disney goes, yeah, it's absolutely pricey. But comparatively speaking, if you don't compare it to neighborhood restaurants, and you compare it to other vacation points, then it's not that pricey. The food there, like I'm not far from the Saratoga racecourse, the horse track that runs in the summer. The food at Disney is substantially cheaper than the food up there. And of course, the only thing I can say, the food at Disney is all top shelf. Even if you're just eating in the quick service restaurant at your hotel, it's all top shelf. The food is fantastic. But the racetrack is more expensive. We have a crappy little Six Flags. It's called the Great Escape. Not far from us here too. The food there is more expensive and garbage too. So again, it is pricey, but not by vacation standards, just by normal day-to-day standards. Chrome says, I like Sanjay and his character. It's sad that the anime had to censor some of the stuff in the Bharati arc because there's some brutal stuff shown in the manga. Oh, really? I could see that with this arc, because holy crap, that's a rough place. That's what I was saying in the video, man. I want to go eat there. Have a meal, punch some people in the face, watch some people get stabbed. Just sounds like it's fun. I wish we could all just go on a big Disney World trip, Jayhawk. I really wish I could. Initially, we had planned over at the Goosh, because none of us, me most specifically, never imagined the Goosh was going to take off like it did. So we hit 5,000, then we hit 7,000 per month, and we're under 10 right now, but we'd been over 10 a few days ago. And we got talking about it at the Goosh, and I said, well, geez, it would be great to have, since I'm such a Disney nut, set up a big number where I knew I could afford it, like if we made it to 15,000 a month, and we would have a drawing where we would pay for somebody to go spend a few days in Disney with us. It was all a fun sounding great idea. I was so excited for it, even though we're a long way from 15,000. I just wanted to start putting it together to see, what would be involved, and there's no way you can do it. Guys, It's fucking amazing. There are more regulations and red tape on putting together a giveaway than anything else I've ever seen in my life. And first of all, Canada would have been out completely because Canada just doesn't allow things like this. To do it, there's like 30 some states. Doesn't matter where I'm from. There are 30 some states where I would have to set up an account that had money in it to in a fund to make sure that everything was on the up and up, and half the world wouldn't be able to be involved in it. It's almost comical. If you ever look if you just wanted to do a Google search on, if you just put, I'm trying to remember what I used when I first went into it. Set up giveaway legally, or set up contest legally, or something like that. There's no way to do it. And then, of course, I found out too, Patreon doesn't allow giveaways of any type, and that completely kiboshed it. That's why I was going to be giving away some pops on there. We can't even do that. But I do understand why, because they're just a reflection of those ridiculous rules I talked about before. That they can't host people that are doing giveaways without taking care of all those things. I probably just want to see your pin. Is Spaz Kid in here? I didn't even see him. Somebody said something at Spaz. Oh, yeah, there he is. Let's be honest. Everyone just wants another laundry live stream. Well, that's what Milog says, Spaz Kid. Milog says, listen, laundry live streams are a pretty premium thing. Did you do a giveaway of your son, Lick says. Spaz Kid probably be up for that. Spaz Kid, did you even watch the... I didn't even tell him about it. I got it done so late last night. Did you watch the video on the channel where I appeared in an anime scene? You got to go check that out if you haven't, because there's going to be another one soon. Hey, Carlos. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Milag, I didn't say... you guys' names both start with M. That's all it takes for me to get confused. And I got confused when I started writing it because it changed things to Max on me. I apologize, Milag. Milag wants to see another laundry stream. Jesus Christ. I'm not your pal, buddy. Jack Queen. I'm not your buddy, pal. Friend. Anything South Park I love. Spaz Kid is experimenting right now in his dorm. Yeah, Chrome says government and red tape. No, that can't possibly be true. Yeah. I couldn't believe it, Chrome. I've never seen, and I mean this literally, I've never seen anything as regulated as a simple contest giveaway. You think the rules would be very general. Just say, listen, you better be able to prove that you did everything on the up and up. That's all you have to have for a rule. Because the way I do it, I would pick the winner in a live stream, so nobody could think that, I was, just kept using the selection process over and over till I got who I wanted or something. I have software that picks the person for me. I don't have anything to do with it. I had everything set. It's like, oh, how could anybody have an issue with this? Oh, my God. You gotta make a video where you put yourself in the goose as both guys. That's actually kind of funny. Except the guy receiving, if it were me doing it, would just be doing this. No. Ninja Sex Party videos? Yeah, Duke. As a matter of fact, I knew nothing about Ninja Sex Party until the reaction video streams. The gang used to tell me about them, or show them to me in there. I grew to really like Ninja Sex Party. See, Spaz Kid knows. He says, dude, that green screen tech is great. Wasn't that high? Well, that's why I put that right in the opening of the video, because I wanted people to be wowed by the incredible special effects. WWE and Impact Wrestling. I watched some WWE. I watched some Impact. The writing on both has been kind of weak. That's why I don't watch as much as I used to. But I can sit and, with all the years I spent in the business, I can sit and watch wrestling at any point and enjoy it. But it's just some of the writing's been laggy. Dark Slifer says, I think we made Curtis's weeb levels too high. They're up there. They're definitely up there. Wait till you guys, again, see the next one, the next video. So do you think YouTube is worth doing anymore? Put it this way, Alex. YouTube is something you have to do just because you're... First and foremost, it has to be because you really enjoy whatever it is you're doing, whatever form of entertainment you're doing. That makes it worth it. I mean, to this day, after all these years of the channel, I get up every morning and look forward to this. So as long as you look forward to it, yes. Is there the monetary gains to be made that there was a couple of years ago? No, absolutely not. Wolverine says, challenge an anti-vaxxer to Marco Polio. Polio! I miss the old wrestlers like Stone Cold. Yeah, me too. That was a good era. That was a good era. You had a lot of really, really good workers and great storylines. The writing was just much better. Any thoughts on the Mueller findings? Cool. I can't say surprised. Although I wasn't shocked because if you separate yourself from the mainstream media and the hysteria of liberals on social media, there really wasn't a lot there that proved collusion. There were a lot of instances where collusion could have taken place, but what happened was which was as easy an explanation as there was collusion, was that the Russians were approaching, which was stated in the Mueller report, were approaching members of the Trump team, but they didn't play ball. I mean, but that's because everybody wanted you to believe, because the mainstream media obviously hates Trump, the liberals hate Trump, they wanted you to believe that because the Russians approached them, collusion took place. And all that Mueller found out was, yes, Russians approached them and they didn't play ball with them. And everybody's like shocked that this took place. And it's like, you had no reason to believe that they did. No real reason other than the ones that they make up for themselves in their echo chambers. As far as the obstruction, because of Trump's nature, I think it's not hard to make a connection of potential obstruction. Proving obstruction is a whole different thing, though. That's a lot more difficult. Dude, my computer has changed all L's and R's into W's? What? That's not... You had to... This is Spaz Kid. He says his computer has changed all L's and R's into W's. Yeah, but is it your computer or the program that you're writing in? Because the computer shouldn't... It'd have to be the program you're writing in. Dude, you know the magic fixer for your computer. Restart that motherfucker. Huh. Have I seen the old anime Fist of the North Star? Just clips. Oh no, that's Chrome says, so is your wife still going to watch Shrek is Love? I'm not sure that's still happening since it dropped below 10K again. No, it's just a matter of getting our schedules together. No, because we legitimately hit it. It wasn't somebody, well, you can't do that anymore because they charge your card as soon as you join. It's not like the old days. So as long as it was a legitimate going over the 10K mark, no, she's going to do it. We just got to get it together. What the fuck? Why Naruto does have some of the best fights in Shomoa. Who the hell is trolling you with that one, Spaz Kid? Firewall Dragon says, I don't like Trump, but I think the media sometimes treats him very unfairly. You know what? He's made, I agree with you, Dragon. He's made people that were very lukewarm on Trump, myself included, because I agree with a lot of his policy stances, but I think as a person, he's a douchebag. So that made you kind of lukewarm on him. But the way he is treated, it almost pushes you more towards his side, because it's just gotten so. I think the initial report that the Attorney General gave on the Mueller report points it out more than anything prior has. If you look at the left, none of them, or 98% of them, were not willing to accept it and have just begun in a frenzied motion to try and find something in there. And it's like, what the fuck is it? You put together this investigation. It ran its course. So what you're saying right now is it was never about wanting to find the truth. It's just about hating one guy and wanting to get rid of him. They're proving that beyond a shadow of a doubt now with the psychotic way they're unwilling to accept what Mueller found. Gibster says, last time I watched any wrestling was around a decade ago. Writing and wrestlers got downgraded, in my opinion, since the Attitude Era. Yeah, I agree with you, Gibster. More on the writing than the wrestlers. I think they got a lot of really good talent in there, but I think it's wasted by the writing. Yeah, I agree. Jamie says, hey, Uncle Curtis, I managed to steal away a bit longer, but I need to go now. Supervisor is bitching at me for a conversation I don't recall having from last week. I hate those, Jamie. And with my memory, you can imagine how often that happens to me. But thanks for being in with us while you could, Jamie. And listen, if your supervisor needs to be taken down, just let me know. I'll do what I got to do. Yeah, and Joe's right. It's media. Orange man, bad. And it really pissed me off because things like CNN, who I had always enjoyed CNN a lot. That's where I went to for news. And they always had a left lean. But it's like, okay, so what? They got a little bit of a left lean. When Trump got that nomination, they went from left lean to just overboard. We're going to stop this guy. We are going to lead the resistance. And that's not what I want from a news agency. And that's why it pissed me off more than anything else, is because I can't even watch them anymore. They're unwatchable. Nacho says, traditional media, like the UN, was made redundant by the internet. Okay, by yeet? I'll tell you though, Nacho and everybody, that whole Article 11 and 13 is going to make, if it survives and goes through, is going to make things interesting over in Europe. Jeez. Could you do a fake fight with footage, Chrome says, of the green screen stuff, of the Shockmaster? He's one of the few wrestlers I know besides Goldust or Goldust versus Golden. Oh, Goldust versus Golden would be a good one. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go. I got a bunch more editing to do. And again, I actually want to at least get started on putting together that next Curtis and anime video. Hopefully, you guys enjoy that one as much as you did this first one. But thank you for hanging out with me, you guys. This was a blast. The streams are always such a good time. Thanks for hanging out with me. As always, Pomfu. Sticky stuff for all. See, exchange sticky stuff right now before we're done. Everybody, just exchange sticky stuff with one another. Because we'll bang, okay? Flashily like Buggy. But as always, and most importantly, goosh, 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 goosh.